To curse or not to curse? That is the question. Peace family, Conjure Queen here. In this segment, we are going to be talking about curses, the ethical implications of curses, the truth about curses, and what you've been lied to about curses, the law of cause and effects, and what karma really is and what it is not. So first of all, family, welcome back to another video. Now, let's just dive right into it. Now, when we hear about curses, what people don't realize is that a curse is not just about causing harm to a person, but a curse is also a contract, and a lot of people curse themselves and don't even realize it. There's also curses that someone can put on you magically, okay? So there's different levels when it comes to curses. Let's talk about that for once, right? So let's differentiate between a jinx, a hex, and a curse. Now, a jinx is something that is, you could say, level 1, right? Let's mark this as levels. There's level 1, which is the weakest, level 2, which is intermediary, and level 3 is super strong and advanced, okay? Level 1 would be jinxes, level 2 would be a hex, and level 3 would be a curse, okay? That is something that you do when you are like, yo, that's it, like, I'm over it, I tried everything else, this person or this situation, this person needs to get hexed, okay? But we're going to get into the ethical implications of it, because here we do not necessarily follow the moral systems that society pushes on us. We're going to talk a little bit about that, what the moral system that you follow is actually created for, right? And how those who are in power follow a completely different moralistic system than you do. It's for a reason. Now, let's talk about the jinx. A jinx is something that you can do by having negative thoughts. So you know those people who always talking negative, they always speaking bad things into existence. They say something like, oh my God, I can tell today's going to be a bad day. Oh my God, I don't feel like going into work. I know that it's going to be a long day today. I know that something bad is going to happen. Like these people that's just always these Debbie Downers. And it just seems like you try to give them insight. You try to be that motivation, that positivity for them, but they always find a dark cloud even when you're trying to shine light on them. People like this, like Robert Greene said in The Law of Power, the 48 Laws of Power, avoid the miserable, lonely, and depressed, because they are curses manifested. You got to stay away from those people. They already are in their own jinx. They jinx themselves every day, and if you consistently keep jinxing yourself and jinxing yourself, it can evolve into a curse. That's a whole nother level. But when you jinx yourself, it's pretty much just like somebody can jinx you. Like, let's say when we were kids, we would say the same thing at the same time. We'd be like, oh, jinx, you owe me a soda, right? What they don't realize is that when you say, oh, jinx, you owe me a soda, you're binding that person to a contract. And if they don't fulfill that contract, they will be jinxed. Did you not know that? So that's where that comes from, where it was like you're putting a jinx on somebody until they fulfill that promise. And you have to give them that soda, do them that favor, whatever it may be. Now, when you jinx yourself, these are people who, let's say, always have health problems, probably because they're always speaking negatively on their health. They always thinking negative thoughts. The universe is mental, all is mind. This is one of the universal principles, the most important universal principle, because whatever you think, your thoughts become your reality. If you have a mind that is full of poisons, toxic thoughts, negativity, self-sabotage, like you're always talking negative to yourself, that is your reality. You're projecting that onto the projector screen, which is the world, and whatever is going on with your projector, if your projector screen is dirty, murky, cracked, broken, it don't matter. The world is going to look exactly like that. Sometimes you got to change the lens, fix the projector, clean the projector. Some might need a whole new entire projector, throw the old one out, okay? In order for you to start seeing reality in a new light. So when we do rituals to break jinxes, right, like an uncrossing spell, you would use the uncrossing ritual, uncrossing candle, uncrossing work to break a jinx from somebody who has put a spell upon themselves, or somebody could have jinxed them by speaking bad upon them. Gossiping about people is also a form of a jinx. When you're talking bad about somebody, right, words have power. The ancient Kemites believe in the power of Haka or Hakau, which is your magical words and your magical speech. Some people have the power or the gift of a magical tongue. The Caribbean people call it goat mouth, right? Where you speak things into existence. You have the hakao, the fiery breath that brings things into fruition. So when somebody who has this power speaks ill on your name, gossips bad about you, this could be family, friends, co-workers, enemies, don't matter, random neighbors, they'll talk bad about you, and that's why you might notice that things are not going well. This is why I always tell my clients and my members in my community to stop speaking about your rituals or what you got going on until it actually fully manifests. Stop telling people about this job opportunity that's coming if you didn't even go for the interview yet, okay? Stop telling people about this relationship that's blossoming if y'all still in the courting phase. It's still new, so it hasn't been solidified yet. So stop telling people that you just got pregnant and posting on social media and then wondering why you're having complications, miscarriages, okay? Condolences to those who have lost children. I'm just telling you, please, a lot of the times women lose their children, even babies that they've given birth to already, due to crib birth and mystical reasons, is because people are jealous. People are jinxing you and your child, and sometimes you just flashing and showing off. I know you're proud, I know you're happy, I know you think that you're sharing the good news and the people around you will be excited for you, but I hate to break it to you, if you're doing better than the people around you, sometimes they're not as happy for you. And this is why some of the most successful people say you outgrow where you come from. As you elevate and grow, you're going to need to be with people who's on the same level as you, because think about it. If you started at a certain place with the same person and they see you elevating and growing, most people are not going to be happy. Once in a while, you might find a friend who will really be happy for you, really support you. But if that friend is suffering, they got financial problems, nothing in their life is going right, they got relationship problems, they just buried in debt, everything's going wrong for them, and then everything's going right for you, how can they possibly be happy for you if they're not happy for themselves? This is where Jinxes come in. Jealousy, evil eye is a real thing. And if you want to learn ways to protect yourself from these jealous people, from gossiping, from naysaying, slandering, there's certain rituals and ways that you can do to protect yourself, your babies, and your family and your household. And I talk a lot about this in my community. So if you're interested in learning tips and magical formulas on how to protect yourself and fight back against these people, check out the link below. Now let's talk about hexes, okay? Now, when it comes to a hex is something that is magically done, but sometimes it comes with like a limited time. So let's say if you wanted to hex somebody, let's say you ran into a racist, right? Or somebody who discriminated against you, somebody who was very disrespectful to you. And you know what? They tried to ruin your job opportunities. Let's say it's somebody at your job who's been trying to sabotage you for a minute, and maybe they're jealous of you. They want your seat. And so they go and they do this ritual to block you or whatever it may be. And so you realizing that you having issues getting to work, you're always late, you're getting write-ups, you start realizing that you're making mistakes that you never used to make before. Just all of these things is happening that's hurting your business or hurting your money, hurting your work. And so you go to a psychic, you get a reading, or you might have a dream. Some people have the gift to see dreams. Like for me, I come from a powerful ancestral bloodline of oneromancers, which are people who have the gift to see the future and see spirits in their dreams. So my ancestors will come to me and tell me in my dreams if somebody is trying to hurt me, somebody's trying to bind me or do anything to me, they'll show me the person's face and everything. So that way I know what I need to do. I can see a hex, a jinx, or a curse coming before it even hits. You understand? Before the person even knows or thinks about doing it to me, my spirit's already put me on. So I'm already putting on my protection. I'm already getting ready for this person to come at me. And I'm already got my reversible ready. And they wondering, right? They wondering, oh, why is nothing, why these hexes and jinxes ain't working on sis and it's hitting you? Oh yeah, because I saw you coming. We saw you coming. Oh yeah. So understand that it could be your own friend. It could be people close to you, family, friends, relatives, lovers, co-workers, whatever. You can't trust everybody fully, especially when you are a chosen one. You will acquire jealousy. You will acquire envy. There is no way outside of that. That is the only downside to greatness, is the envy that comes with it. But you have rituals that can protect you from that. And finally, let's talk about curses. Now, a curse is something that you will put on somebody. It is generational, okay? Let's say somebody had, unalived or hurt somebody that you really like a loved one. They took their life. They hurt your baby. They try to destroy your home. They try to evict you. Okay, come for your livelihood, your life. In my opinion, and family, comment below and let me know your thoughts. But I feel like if somebody comes for your life or your family's life, your loved one, your baby's life, when somebody comes for your life, I feel like gloves come off. I'm a Cancer, so I'm biased. And as a Cancer sun, family, community, loved ones, home is important to me. And if you come for my home, for my family, for my life, my livelihood, oh baby, best to believe I don't like getting my hands dirty. I'm not even a fighter. I'm a lover. But understand, I fight for what I love. Don't play with me. Don't play with the Divine Royalty family. Do not play with us. Because when a family comes and they be like, CQ, listen, this person been bothering me. We do our rituals together in our community and we make sure nobody messes with us. So if you're interested in learning, family, about this community, I'm telling you, you don't want to be by yourself. With everything that's going on crazy in the world, the chaotic energy, you want to learn how to protect yourself and your family for what's about to come, because the upcoming years is going to get wild. Y'all think people wilding now? It's going to get even crazier, okay? Because when you start elevating and vibing high and everybody around you is suffering, when that economic change happens, when the political shift starts happening, the world is going through all of these changes and paradigm shifts, yeah, you are going to be elevating, and other people who have not been doing the work, they're going to be degrading, okay? Staying in the 3D realm as you're elevating, going to 5D and all these other high dimensional realms, because the dimensions really exist in your mind. The universe is mental, all is mind, and the more you elevate your mind, the more higher dimensions you can reach. See, these people that stuck in 3D, they're not going to elevate because they're automatons, they're agents, drones. Okay, they're stuck in a system and they just are non-playable characters, NPCs. That's all they are, that's all they will be. Okay, you got to accept that. Stop trying to make an NPC into a main character. It's not going to happen. They're not built that way. I had to learn the hard way. I digress. But a curse is generational. If somebody come for your family, let's say whatever you decide to curse them, that's generational. That's you cursing their bloodline, you cursing everything that they touch will break. So what does a curse look like? So I may actually make a video talking about signs of a curse, so that way you know the early signs and you can break it. Because the longer a curse stays attached to you, remember, it's a contract, it's binding. If you don't break it, it won't go away. Let me just say that again. Unlike a jinx that can sometimes go away on its own, a curse will not go away. Even a hex has a time limit. Let's say somebody was bothering you at the job and they hex you. It might just be for a week. Somebody hex you for like a bad nightmares or a week of acne, or it's something really superficial, but it doesn't last forever. A curse though is something that's long term. So let's say a person may get into constant accidents, right? Start having some serious health issues that can't be reversed, like heart problems, blood problems, kidney issues. A person may develop like terminal illness. People in their family may start dying. Just nothing in their life goes well. Nothing goes right. They start losing they can't keep a job. They can't keep a relationship. They having all of these health complications. Even their spirit is blocked. So let's say, for instance, if you're a spiritual person, you may notice that if you're cursed, it feels like you're not able to connect to your ancestors. You're feeling a disconnect from your magic. You don't feel like your magic is working. You don't feel like you're able to have dreams, or you're not able to tap into your powers like you used to, right? There's a disconnection because the curse, that energy is so heavy that is not allowing your ancestral spirits to come close to you. That's what a curse does. It isolates you. It pushes the people that's good for you away from you, so you can go into depression, so you can go into this isolation, so you can have suicidal thoughts, right? So you can start self-sabotaging yourself instead of doing what your true purpose is. So a curse pretty much is a dark cloud that blocks your third eye, blocks all your chakras, make you totally imbalanced, and make you go astray from your path. I know, it's crazy, but understand that it can also follow you in other lifetimes. That's how crazy curses is. Like, you might be like, all right, once I die out, my new life will be better. Nah, that curse is gonna follow you again. And some people come into this lifetime cursed because maybe they was an evil person in the past, or maybe somebody could have cursed you, or somebody in your bloodline that had nothing to do with you. And here you are going through these curse symptoms, right? Unable to find love, having all of these complications in your health, same issues as the people in your family. So all of this is synchronized to the curses. right? Now, some of y'all are saying, okay, you know what? If you are cursed, there are ways to break a curse. And side note, did y'all know that there's certain Psalms in the Bible that you can use to curse people? Oh yeah, the Psalms in the Bible were meant to be curses. Like there's curses to bring destruction to people, to harm their children. Yes, in the Bible, like no. A lot of hoodoo practitioners use the Bible in order to curse their enemies. And we got to also understand, right, since we're talking about hoodoo, magic or hoodoo, these magical systems was a way for those who were marginalized, who didn't have the law or the justice system on their side. Let's say, for instance, you know what? I had a client who had a son, young black man, and we know that the American system can be very biased against, melanated brothers in a judicial system. So her son got wrongly accused of something because he fit the description. Okay, it wasn't him. I did a reading. It proved that the son was innocent. So she came to me begging and pleading, please help me. My son is about to go to jail. He's young. He's not made for that jail life. He didn't do this. Please help me. I am at my wit's end. This is a Christian woman. She prays to God. She doesn't believe in hoodoo. She even told me, listen, I don't do this stuff, girl. Like I prayed to God. I went to the pastors. Nobody's able to help my son. Please, I'm desperate. So did the reading, did the ritual. And what happened? Her son came out clean. Let me tell you why that happened. Sometimes we got to resort to rituals and magic in order to help us in the judicial system. And that's what hoodoo and rituals and voodoo is about. Why did they curse and hex people, the ancestors, right? The indigenous people used to hex and curse their enslavers, right? Like those who were their enemies, those who tried to come in and dominate them, to hurt them. They utilized curses and they summoned spirits and demons in order to protect their land and to protect their home. Because demon is not necessarily an evil entity. There's some evil angels, there's some evil guides, okay? Of evil spirits that will trick the spirits. And there's some demons that are actually very protective, because demon comes from daemon, which really just means intelligent spirit, your guiding spirit. Everybody's born with a daemon or a guide, a spiritual animal. It was just a different name. It was only after Christianity that they demonized, or you can say made a negative connotation towards demons. And that's probably another video we should get into, explaining what are demons, what demons are not, like getting into real science of demonology and demonology. There's a difference. If y'all are interested in that, drop your comments below. Let me know. I'll make a video on that. So the reason I bring that up is because that testimony, right, of the young boy who got prevented from going to jail because they was trying to make him serve like 20 years. Okay, he was young. That's his whole freaking life. And the judicial system don't care nothing about that. Okay, so I helped the mom. I helped the son. To this day, she is still my client, and her son is doing well. He's staying out of trouble and all of that good stuff. Okay. But why do I bring that up? Because sometimes, let's say if somebody does you wrong and they have power and pull, let's say somebody hurt a loved one of yours and they got some really good lawyers and they was able to get off scot-free, but because you don't have the financial means to secure a good lawyer, maybe you wasn't able to win that case or get that settlement or get justice. And now you feel slighted. So what do? You resort to magic. You go to the spiritual practitioner. You contact someone like me and you say, Conjure Queen, you know what? Somebody did me really dirty and I tried everything in the right way to do it. I went to the judicial system, I went to the police, I did everything that I could and nobody's able to help me. So now I have to resort to magic. They hurt my baby. I need justice. So what do? We be like, all right, what happened? Okay, you consult with the spirit, you get the green light, because remember, moralism is different. Moralism is subjective, okay? Because if I just gave you without context saying, yeah, I helped this client curse this person, and not give you context, you're going to say, Conjure Queen, why are you cursing people? The threefold law. I just want to say not everybody believes in that threefold law system, and that actually was something new incorporated through the Wicca system. Our indigenous practices actually predate Wicca, and I'm not ishing on Wicca because Wicca has its place as well. I've learned a lot in Wicca, studying the Wicca system as well as other indigenous systems. But I want to just say that our indigenous ancestors didn't believe in a moral system as they promote today. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these moralisms and systems about the threefold law and karma and don't hurt others was actually projected onto indigenous people so that they wouldn't fight back and use curses to stop their enslavers and their conquerors. Okay, they was told that it's wicked. They was told don't do hexes, don't hurt others, turn the other cheek, right? Don't fight back. No, I actually advocate that if somebody comes for you and you didn't send for them, you have every right to protect yourself. every right to strike back, every right to get divine justice. And spirits know, just like there's police officers who patrol and enforce the law, human law here in the physical reality, there's also spiritual police who make sure and enforce spiritual law, like Ogun. You go to Ogun, you say, Ogun, I've been wronged, I need my enemies handled, Ogun gonna handle that. Your goons, that's where the goons come from. If somebody like, I'm getting my goons on you, they getting Ogun on you. Okay, Ogun is a god of war, and he don't play. He don't play. If I tell Ogun that you did my family or me dirty, he's coming for you. If I tell Ochosi, okay, Ochosi is gonna find you. It don't matter, okay? Ochosi can help you find the culprit, help you find missing children. Ochosi, listen, I have a video talking about Ochosi. If you guys are interested, I can link it below or link it here to this video so you can check it out. But once again, I wanna mention, family, that we do rituals that teach you how to protect yourself, how to get divine justice, how to get karmic retribution. If you're interested in it, check out the link below. I'll put the link below for your interest. So now you understand the difference between a jinx, a hex, and a curse, and you also understand the moral implications of curses. So family, tell me, what do you think about curses? After watching this video, do you still feel like curses are something that should not be done? Or do you feel like sometimes you might need to curse somebody to put them into reality check because they deserved it and they came for you, so you just doing the rightful return? Okay. So thank you so much for watching, family. If this video has helped in any way, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to always be notified of new videos. And share this with a friend, because you never know, somebody might be interested in hexing that enemy who rightfully deserves it so. Until next time, Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.